Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining me. I'm on the road at the moment, just hanging around at the airport waiting for my next customer. You know, where I've got a few hours to spare, I usually pop down to local Tesco's and help myself to one of their breakfasts and then have a wander around. And I walked past the newspaper stalls and I happened to see this headline here, all about Starmageddon. What the hell's happened? All of these criminals getting released early, smoking cannabis outside the prison while an unmarked police car watches on, and even one got picked up by a Lamborghini. It's embarrassing, absolutely embarrassing, the sheer state of this country and what it has become. Now you can see this reaction here from Rachel Reeves. She says she was very angry when she saw them outside the prisons popping champagne. Oh, I think they've gotten away with it. Well, many of them will probably end up back in the slammer again anyway because they haven't learnt their lesson. Do you know how many were actually released? And this is just the first batch. Over 1,700 inmates. You can see the news article here, 1,700. What the hell is going on? They talk about overcrowded prisons. They talk about the need to remove people that have served so much of their sentences. They talk about the need for making the room for people that have offended to get them. Even people that say something on social media end up in prison nowadays. So I guess they're going to need a lot of room. Is prison the answer? Is making space in prison the answer? The more I think about this just appears to me to be a case of treat the symptom, not the cause. We're too busy reporting things and dealing with the aftermath rather than trying to prevent them in the first place. You know, in America, and it was spoken about here, and I centre in on New York as being one place. They did something or worked with something called broken windows. Now, the idea was you fix the windows of the house. In effect, what I'm trying to say is, let's say little Johnny goes into the local Tesco's, like I've got over there, and walks out with a packet of sweets without paying. Little Johnny needs to be, in no uncertain terms, that is unacceptable and punished accordingly. Punished. And then when they get older, they'll realise that breaking the law isn't the way to go, and it could change them. In other words, deal with the lower scale stuff to prevent it from coming bigger. Also, when people commit more serious crimes, the punishment certainly does not fit the crime anymore. Look at all these 1,700 that have just been released. So if there's no teeth in the law, they're just going to go and do it anyway. They go to jail, they get Sky TV, they get 3 meals a day, XO, whatever else. And the vicious cycle continues. So you just end up with them filled up. In short, the answer, the buck stops with the law. Plain and ruddy simple. Until you fix that, until you fix the police and allow them to do their damn jobs without interference and things like the CPS and everything else, we're screwed. And the other thing that I think needs to happen as well, you've got an awful lot of inmates rotting away in our prisons who do not originate from here. Now, this is where I'm going to get called racist by some raving loony lefty in a minute, but I don't care. It needs to be said. If you come to this country to work, to live, to do whatever it is you want to do, you have to obey the rules. You have to obey the laws of the land. And if you can't, if you don't, then you should be shown the door. How many prison places would that free up? That policy alone. But really, it's a teeth in the law. There is none. There was a member of parliament that said that people were being deported. I'd love to know how many. Let me know what you think in the comments. Welcome to all of the new subscribers that have joined us since we crossed 100,000 over the weekend. I very much appreciate you, and all the channel members as well. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't. Hit the like button, share me on your socials, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Toodle.